Welcome to the mat. This is Nastya and today I'm recording dynamic stretching class for those who want to get to front splits and middle split. So we will work on splits and legs mobility. Even if splits are not in your exercise repertoire and it's not your goal, you still can benefit from this class just by gaining more flexibility and more range of motion in your legs. Me myself, I can do splits anatomically, their fullest expression, but I still love this workout because it gives me a sensation of lightness in my legs, and then it allows me to move with bigger range when I do my Pilates practice. So we will start standing today, and from props we will need just yoga blocks, or if you don't have them, you can use books, for example. We just need them for support, especially if you're a beginner, then you might need them to help you. And then something soft under your knee, because we will stay on the knee, especially if you have sensitive knees. Use some pillow or folded towel, or even fold your mat in a couple of layers. Just make it comfortable for your knee. But we will start standing for warm up, and we start with feet hip distance apart. We spread our toes wide. It's better if you do this barefoot, not in socks. So then we can soften slightly our knees, and then we just lift up to lift heels as high as we can, and then we go down. We lift and drop, and lift heels and drop. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, stay up. We will do running. So you bring one heel down, the opposite knee goes forward, and then switch, and then switch. As you do this, think how much you can press the floor with your toes, and your weight is spread between all your toes. Yeah, it's like we stretch our feet and our toes as well. So we have 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now we take one foot and we roll our nails, towards the mat. So it's like this. You roll and then you unroll. You roll, unroll, roll, unroll. Let's do 3 on this leg. And 2, and 1. You switch sides. You roll, nails towards mat, unroll, nails, heel. We do 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now we'll combine 2 exercises, your feet still parallel, and then you bend your knees, you keep your torso vertical, you bend your knees, and knees are in front of our toes. Nothing wrong with that. Just keep your heels down on the floor. It's possible that you might need to lift your heels, then your range with your knees will be smaller. Try to do this keeping your heels on the floor. If it's not possible, use the block, put the block under your heel, do the same, but you have a bit of support. Yeah, so this is the option if you can't bend your knees without lifting your heels. Then to this one, we will add flexion, forward flexion. We keep legs straight, and you can even put your fingers in between your, like in this hip flexor region. Yeah, so you flex as much as you can, keep your legs straight, and come back. Then you bend your knees, and then you go to this forward flexion. What you feel? Here you feel your whole back side. Try to keep your back straight as you do this. And you don't have to be super low in this flexion. In your range will work if you feel the stretch. We have 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, stay in forward fold and try to go lower. And relax your head. And then go lower. If you can reach the floor with your legs straight, reach the floor. If not, blocks, welcome to the party. Yeah, we use blocks or books, whatever you have. And we just go into deeper and deeper fold each time. If you feel really unpleasant under your knees, under your kneecaps, just bend your knees slightly. Yeah, you will soften this sensation. And just go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay down and relax. And now you're allowed to bend your knees if you need. Hug your elbows and just with completely relaxed back, hang side to side from one leg to the other. And your head is also relaxed. Your head is hanging here. Go one side, then the other. For 3, and 2, and 1, and roll all the way up. Now we'll need blocks again. You take them in your hands and you walk with one foot, you step forward. Each leg is on its own line. Yes, so we are not balancing, we have enough space in between them. And then you bring your blocks in the same line with your front leg. From here, probably you'll need to step even further, like I do, and your back heel can be up. You sit in this forward lunge, yeah? Knee is approximately above your heel and back leg is straight. And then you forward fold towards this front leg. So we sit and you even look up and open your shoulders and then you go down. As you sit into lunge, your back heel might lift and then you try to press it into the floor. In any case, you try to keep your knees straight, back knee. And we have 2. And we have last one, we stay here. And if you need, slide even further with this back leg so you feel this stretch. And we just slightly bounce our butt up and down to get even bigger stretch on this front side of back leg. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And then try to bring most of your weight on this front leg and your arms so you can come forward and you can switch sides. So we start with lunge and then in this pike shape we go to forward flexion. Lunge and pike. And 6 and 5. Adjust position of your feet so it's comfortable for you and you feel stretch here. It's totally up to you. Yeah, it depends on your flexibility. Today we have 2 more. And last one, we stay here and we bounce up and down, keeping back leg straight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you bring this back leg forward too. So we can shake it out from our wrists. And we can go all the way down with our knees on the floor. We keep practicing this front split. You bring your favorite leg forward and the foot will be slightly further than your knee. And you can keep your blocks under your hands. And we do the similar thing. So we go into lunge and we try to look up. So we're in back extension and then we straighten front leg, flex foot if it's available and go down. Inhale as we look up and arch. Exhale as we try to kiss our knee. You may want to try to keep this slight extension in your back as you move. It will intensify the stretch under this leg. But if it's not available, you can slightly round through your spine. This is totally possible if it feels good. We have 4 more. And 3. Last 2. On 1. Can we stay in this front forward lunge shape, and again we bounce hips down. This time we have smaller range, and it might be even more sensitive. Yeah, you choose your range. If this is okay and you want slightly more, you can bring your arms up, and each time you try to back bend to look up to the ceiling even more. Again, yeah, you are in charge of your body today. You choose what works better. And we have 3 and 2 and 1. Then you bring your hands on your blocks. You straighten this front leg as much as you can. If you need to keep your knee slightly softened, you can. Lean towards your leg, so you already feel a bit of stretch, and then just move this foot. You point your toes and you flex your foot. You point and flex. If you feel that you are getting warmer, you can just lower yourself down towards this leg, yeah, to get bigger stretch. We have 3 and 2 and 1. Keep your foot flexed. Let's go as low as we can. We just stay here. I choose to rest my forearms on blocks. If you want to get lower, you can even turn them to shorter side and stay there, or you can touch the floor. Totally up to you how you hold this position. Let's do 4 counts here. Just try to relax. Each time you exhale, you try to dive deeper. 2. I definitely feel it today. Last one. Let's get out of this shape. This front leg still stays in front, so we just bring it forward like you would do this pigeon pose in yoga. And it depends on your flexibility how you want to keep this foot. It can be really close to you, or you can even sit on your heel, or you can bring it in line with front edge of the mat. This is not available for me, but if it is for you, you just bring this leg forward. And we go in this pigeon thing. You just relax. It's really nice and pleasant. So just stay here. But maybe try not just to rest, but to explore which position of your hips, of your pelvis, is giving you more stretchy sensation. It can be stretchy sensation most probably on your front leg, on this outside part, but it definitely can be also on your hip flexors, on this back leg. So you're looking for the position where you feel this, you have this sweet spot where it's stretchy but still nice and pleasant, and you just play with this. You just shuffle a bit side to side, and you can rest, or you can choose just comfortable spot to rest here. And then you come back up on your hands, but you stay in the same position, and now you bend this back leg. And it might be that your range is pretty small here and it's already a bit uncomfortable. So you can just flex your foot and pulse your heel towards your glutes. Or if you can reach this leg with your hand, then you just grab it and bring it as close as you can towards your glutes. So you just stretch it. It can be any hand, same side or the opposite, whatever works for your balance. What you want to get here is to square your pelvis, so your hip bones, they look directly to the mat. Your chest is turned forward, so you're not bent like this, yeah? You stay, basically you're on your shin here, yeah? So let's stay here for 3 more counts, and 2, and 1, and then release. Then hands are pressing into the floor like you're about to get to plank shape. You tuck your back toes under and straighten this knee, and then you sit on your front heel with your butt. So you're in this position. Now, for this one, it's really important to keep your knees super straight. You keep it here, and then you turn to the opposite side, and you want to look at your heel. Twist, twist till you look, and then come back. You feel stretch here, all the way here. I prefer to exhale as I twist It helps me to get to bigger compression. And then untwist. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and last one, and relax. And now from here, if your blocks far away, take them and come back so we can do the other side. We start with your foot slightly in front of your knee, slightly further, and then you can grab blocks, of course. So we go into lunge, we drop our hips down, we look up, and we try to open shoulders, show our collarbones, and then we straighten front leg and dive towards this knee. Inhale to look up, exhale to hinge towards leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look up, exhale, go down. Let's have 4. Optionally, you can keep extension in your back, and it intensifies the sensation that you have under this front knee, definitely. Last one. We stay in this extension and front lunge, and we try to move hips forward. Yeah, it's really small bounce, but we feel it. So we hold it for 3 and 2 and 1, and then we straighten this front leg. Feel free to keep it slightly bent. Go down, hinge, and then you flex your foot, and then you point your toes. Flex and point, and flex and point. And do 4 and 3, 2, 1. Flex your foot and just dive as deep as you can and rest here. Inhale, think about something positive. Exhale, release any tension. Try to dive even further down. Mostly when we are training, we are doing this stretching exercises. It's not that we elongate muscles or tendons, whatever. It's more that we stretch the tolerance towards this pain that we have. That's why, yeah, we are still within our potential for this stretch. Yeah, it's mostly how much collagen and elastin we have. It's genetics, yeah, but tolerance towards this pain, this is something that we can influence. So if we train regularly, we are becoming more resilient and we can go to bigger ranges of motion. Okay, from here we try to bring this leg forward. Okay, that was not easy. I think my tolerance dropped down after break. And we find this nice pigeon pose. Again, it's up to you how you want to sit, maybe with your hands up, maybe I go on my forearms. But try to shift your hips side to side, move your pelvis. Find this position where you feel comfortable. There is no perfect position or ideal position, yeah, like in some book where you get to correct shape. You need to listen to your body because all bodies are different. We have our pelvis is different from even symmetrical on both sides, yeah, and it's completely different from other people that you know. Everything is different, yeah, so your position will be good for you. And once you found this, you can relax and just not shuffle anymore, just stay here. And then we go to straight arms, and then 2 options. First option is to flex your foot and try to kick your butt with this heel, or to grab this leg with any hand, yeah, which is good for your balance, and you just bring your heel really close to your butt. Important thing again, yeah, try to stay turned forward. Your pelvis is looking forward and down to the mat. Your chest is looking forward. And you just try to bring this leg really close to your butt. Stay here for 3, 2, 1, and then carefully release. Sit on your front heel, straighten your back leg and put it on your toes. And from the opposite direction, you try to look to your heel and then you come back. Let's exhale as we twist. Inhale as we come back. Exhale as we twist. Inhale to come back. Let's do 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. And from here, come back and take a little break. Go to child's pose or whatever position is comfortable, or have a bit of water now. Because now we are moving towards middle split, which is usually less pleasant for majority of people. But let's see. I'll try to face you and then maybe I will show you also back view of what we are going to do. Here I definitely recommend to put something under your knees, something soft. I don't have anything nearby, so I'll just suffer. We will go to this like frog shape, which means that your knees are as wide as it's possible for you, and you try to keep both shins parallel. So they are not inside, they're more like parallel to each other, but if it's not possible, if it's not comfortable, you can definitely bring them closer together. So you sit in this position. Blocks are not necessary here unless you want to put them under your forearms like I do, and suddenly it's necessary. So from here we just shift our weight forward on our arms and then we push the floor away with our hands, so the butt goes back towards your heels. We go forward and back and we move in parallel to the floor. I'll show you this back view, which is even less pleasant on the bare floor, and not because exercise is not pleasant as well, but I like it and I won't be lying. But you probably don't like it now, so feel free to share in comments what did you think of me while doing this exercise. So we're just shifting weight forward and back, and for majority of people going back will be harder. Yeah, you'll feel more stretchy sensation. Up to you how intense you want to make this exercise. You can challenge yourself and go even further towards your heels and then just a bit forward. Or you can give yourself all this rest of going forward and then just slightly touching what's there, like backwards. In any case, you build this tolerance towards this sensation, yeah, and you moisturize your joints, so you'll benefit from any expression of this movement. Let's do 2 more. Last one, and we stay somewhere in the middle when you don't have this extreme sensation. You can be on your elbows or on your straight arms. For this one, that's gonna be cat-cow. So we just run through the spine and we arch. So cat-cow can be that small. Yeah, not easy, and mostly it's happening in our lower back. We do 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Unfortunately, we stay here. Once we got into this position, we need to take maximum from this. Next one can be really painful for me without any pillow. I'll just show you. So I lift one heel up It means that my uh, hips are going into inner rotation, not pleasant. Come back, do the same to the other side. And the range that I'm showing you, this is my range, yeah, and I train for this. Yours can be much smaller. So you really help your body, so you twist towards the other side. Yeah, you can help yourself this way, or the range can be smaller. Ideally, you try to touch your glutes with one heel, and then you go do the same on the other side. But in reality, yeah, it can be just this, and you still feel the work of your joints here. So you do your version of this. Even harder version would be not to move your body, so you stay still, your torso stays still, and you just rotate. This is much harder, but I won't keep you here for long. Let's do it for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, and finally we can get out of this shape. How? Let's bring heels together, and then it kind of helps us to bring legs closer together. Okay, let's give a bit of break to this part of legs. We will lie down. You don't need blocks for this one, nothing. So you choose leg which is less tired, and you will straighten this leg. The other leg remains bent with your foot on the floor. We point toes of this straight leg. Then we bring this leg close to us. Flex your foot, lower this leg down. Point, bring forward, flex, go down. Point, lift, flex, lower. Point, lift, flex, lower. Point, lift, flex, lower for 3 and 2. You can polish the edges, of course, and 1. And next time you lift your leg, try to catch this leg. Catch, bring it anywhere, yeah, you can grab it. And leg can be slightly bent. It's absolutely okay, as long as you feel stretchy sensation that it works. So you bring this leg really close to your face, then you flex your foot. Ooh, this one is not nice. And then point your toes. Flex and point, and flex and point. And if you feel that I can do more, bring this leg closer to your face. Flex and point for 3 and 2 and 1. Now flex and hold, and maybe pulse this leg really close to you as much as you can. Just 4 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now bend this knee, put this foot on your resting leg, and push this knee far away from you. Figure 4. This layer, yeah, if it's for you, you can stay here, or you can leave this other leg and hug this leg and bring it closer to you. You can even hug your knee. Feel flexibility loves you. For me, it's more comfortable to stay hugging me under my thigh. And as you do this, you can close your eyes and completely relax, because it's more or less pleasant one for some people, for me particularly. But this working leg knee, you try to push it to the wall further from you. Yeah, it gives you better stretchy sensation. So let's just stay here for 3 counts, 3 deep inhales, and long relaxing exhales. And last one. And relax. Let's do the same on the other side. You switch your legs. Leg that is less tired now will work. So we straighten this leg, point toes, bring this leg up, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower. And keep moving like this. You can make it smooth, or you can separate the movements. We have 3, and 2, and 1, and next one you lift your leg, you catch this leg, and again it can be slightly, leg can be slightly bent, you flex and point your toes. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your foot, and now pulse this leg towards your face, and then you do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release, bend this knee, put this foot on your other leg, figure 4 stretch. Here you do your variation that works for you, and you can close your eyes. And release. From here, roll on your side, come back to the sitting position. We are back to middle split. So we just bring legs wide. And if in this position you feel that you're slouching too much and it's more like work for your abs rather than your legs, then here we are, we have the block and you can sit on the block. So now your hips are higher than your legs and this position is more available for you. You feel better stretch. We keep legs straight and as wide as it's comfortable for you. We keep back straight too. And again, the other block, can be used also under your hands. I don't need it, I will show it on the floor, but you can definitely do this with your hands on the block. Just bring your hands on the floor further away from you, but keep your back straight. Now let's think about position of feet. Turn your toes up and slightly backwards and keep this out rotation. And then lower your elbows down and lift your elbows up. And you can see that I touch the floor, but not necessarily you have to do this. Your range can be small. As long as you feel stretch, it works. So you go with your range. If your range is bigger, just go forward, and keep moving so you can even maybe put your belly on the floor. If you're there already, keep practicing this. Let's do 4, and 3, and 2. On last one, try to stay down and maybe hang your head so you are relaxed, and each time you exhale, you imagine that you melting down on the floor, that your chest is heavy. But keep your toes pointed up and backwards to keep this rotation in your hips. If you want to feel a bit, maybe for you, you feel that if someone would push you into your back to the floor, you can go lower. You can help yourself. You can bring your elbows behind your back. You can hug your elbows, and this will give you more weight. Or if you have some like weighted ring or something, you can put it on your back as well. You can use some weights to help you. And you just keep either pulsing down or just hanging here. Let's say we'll stay here for 10 more seconds. And then you come all the way up, bend your knees, bring your legs together, which is not easy, and bring your legs in front of you. Let's shake it out, and we'll just shake them a bit longer. And let's do this forward fold. So you keep your legs close together, maybe 1 foot distance in between them, and then you hug your feet. If not possible, hug anywhere on your legs or grab something like resistance band, whatever. So you just go in this forward fold and you flex your feet towards you to feel bigger stretch. We'll just rest here for 10 counts. No, we won't just rest, we will actually do something with our back. So grab your legs whenever you can. I'll grab here. And round through your spine, look down at your belly button, and then arch and look up. So we do this cat-cow for our back, but keeping this forward fold position. Let's do this for 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. And now if you want more from this movement, stay in extension. Try to put your belly on your legs, but still look up. And then if your belly is already on your legs, then you can try to put your chest and your forehead down. If not there, stay where you are, like whatever is comfortable. And remember, you still can sit on this block, yeah? It still can help you. And let's stay here for 3 and 2 and 1, and roll all the way up. And bend your knees and move them. And now you can practice splits, or you can start your workout. You can just finish this workout. I thank you for joining me on the mat. And if you want more stretching exercises, more dynamic workouts, just let me know in comments and I will record something else. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on our next session on the mat. Thank you.